Kevin Cogan in the Man Cave Classroom. I'm analyzing today another document I found at the Suffolk County Historical Society. I can tell you a little background about this. The librarian, when they gave the description of it, said it was found in a particular box with not much of a description on there. So we have to imagine, as you and I analyze it, this is not on there and this is not on there.
Right.
It says Suffolk County Historical Society. So we find this, and as I was looking through this, I think I had more questions than I did answers by looking at it. But it's still a great document.
Definitely. So again, we really just want to ignore what it says up here,
Right.
and the collection, but it does say Rumrunner here.
It does.
And Rumrunnering, we're talking about the 1920s.
Yep.
We're talking about Prohibition, 18th Amendment outlawed alcohol in this country, and you show me a law, I show you somebody who's trying to get around that law.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely some sort of boat.
Yeah, we definitely have. If you look here, we have fuel tanks, cargo. I should have asked my buddy, who is a boat mechanic, if he saw anything here. We have a steam engine, cargo, watertight. But here's what winds up getting my attention. Here's what probably separates this boat from other boats. When you're looking right over here at the, come on, you're from Northport, you have to know something about boats. Wheelhouse. It's indicating here that there's bulletproof glass on there.
1 1/4 inch thick bulletproof glass.
Why would apparently a cargo ship have a ballistic glass or bulletproof glass on there?
Probably because people are going to be shooting at them and they don't want to get shot.
Right.
So these Rumrunners were designed, obviously this is telling us the scale, it's 60 feet long.
Sure.
So you're talking about a long boat here.
Yeah, you are.
This boat's got to go fast.
Yep.
Because you are trying to evade the law. In these cargo holds, in these hatches, you have illegal bootlegged liquor, beer, whatever it is.
Sure.
What also is grabbing my attention, because we're looking at a side view.
Sure.
We're looking at top view, but we're also looking from the back. Like this is, and dumping hatches.
Yes. Okay.
So if you're about to get caught, obviously there's some sort of mechanism in this boat that you pull on a latch and you're dumping out your cargo.
Now,
equating it to today, high-speed chase, you see it on cops all the time. Drug dealers run away from the cops, they throw their contraband out the window.
Now the thing with this, that there are some certain stories out there where you had, and you don't know if they did it with this particular boat, because this is all we have is a sketch. But there were, in quite a few instances, along with the cargo, which was the booze, they weighed it down with salts. This way, if they did need to dump it, it would sink, and then once that salt dissolved, it would come to the surface. That was one strategy we know of that existed, but did they use it for this? I'm not sure.
No. Definitely, Liberty engines, 450 horsepower.
Okay.
That's got some giddy up.
Okay.
That's got some giddy up. You're talking about a boat that's going to be traveling at about 25 to 30 knots, which is 35 to 40 miles per hour. These boats were designed to go faster than the Coast Guard. They were designed to evade the law.
So here's something interesting. You have a boat that's clearly designed to partake in illegal activity. Why have a sketch of it?
That's a great idea.
It's like...
My guess would be because if you're successful, you're going to want to reproduce this. If I'm a rum runner, if I'm a bootlegger here on Long Island, and I believe this boat was running off of Montauk Point.
Sure. Good spot.
Yeah. Far enough away from populations, but close enough to a place like New York City, which is going to have a high demand for alcohol during Prohibition. But I'm going to be able to want to replicate this.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you build a nice house, I want to build another nice house.
Absolutely. If I was going to even dig deeper with this, all right, well, you have one sketch. All right, was this actually going on? And we do know that rum running was taking place on Long Island or throughout the world, throughout the country, during this particular time period. But one of the things I'd want to find is some corroborating evidence to kind of support this. And one that I particularly know, it's one of my sites that I want to go to. We brought it up before, the Lizzie Dean, or the Lizzie D, which is also known as a rum runner, where when we look at that was a tugboat, I believe, that sank. And, there was nothing on the manifest saying that it was carrying illegal booze, but years later, right around the 70s, I think, divers were going on this particular spot. It's not that deep down, and they were finding bottles of scotch, bourbon, whiskey, whatever the case may be. So, you do know that was going on. But, it's interesting.
Different kind of buried treasure.
Oh, yeah. But it is interesting that, you have something like this drawn out and, you want to reproduce it. You're certainly trying not to have some sort of Sylvany. I mean, this is definitely incriminating evidence. If
Yeah.
the police come and raid you. Pretty interesting stuff. Where would you dock something like this? I mean, 60 feet, is this going to stand out at a normal port?
It's going to stand out, but it's also, I mean, if this is to scale,
Right.
this way as well, I mean, you're looking at a boat that's only going to be 3 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really low. And I do know many of the rum runners, their boats would actually pull under the dock
That's right.
and underneath restaurants.
That was definitely the case with Claudio's.
Yeah,
Yes.
out in Southold. And then the dock would there would be a trap door, and you just pass all the liquor up inside, and then boom, out would go.
See, I wonder what kind of boat this was pretending to be.
This boat wasn't pretending. Like the Lizzie D was pretending to be a tugboat.
Yeah.
This was a
You don't think
speedboat.
so?
No, this was a speedboat. This was designed with a 450 horsepower engine. This was designed to outrun whatever boat the Coast Guard
60
had.
feet, okay, home plate to the pitcher's mound, if that helps you. 60 feet, 6 inches, yeah. I guess so.
No, this was designed to go fast. This was designed, and there were people. Bootleggers were profitable. NASCAR basically gets its start during Prohibition. People were trying to build cars to go faster and outrun the cops. People were building boats to go faster and outrun the Coast Guard.
Cool. We have anything else with this?
No,
I thought
I like
this was a
this.
great document.
Yeah.
You
The
don't
only
see
thing
a
that
lot-
would make it more interesting is color.
Yeah.
I like color.
If only. If
Oh, and look, it is the pilot house. You called it the wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse,
I knew
pilot
I was
house.
right.
Hey, I was in the Navy. I was never on a ship. All right, great. Well, thank you very much for watching.